Jadda's Craft Cottage. Today I will show you how to make a continuous bias binding. This binding is used when making curves or scallops such as around placemats or table runners, baby bibs, or quilts. The bias binding stretches as you go around the curves. It makes it smooth, whereas a straight of the grain binding will pucker when you go around the curves and makes pleats. This binding is made on the straight of the grain and it's about 16 inches, and I'm going to try to stretch it and I can get maybe to 16.5 inches. Where this binding, I'll do the same 16 inches, and if I stretch it, it will go all the way up to 18 inches. To make a bias binding, you will need a half a yard of fabric, a long straight edge ruler, a rotary cutter, scissors, and a marker. I'm using a Sharpie, but you can use your washable markers to make the lines. Let's get started. The first thing we're going to do is open up our fabric. So we have the inside of the fabric, and I'm going to stretch it out so you can see it this way. And I'm going to take 1/4 and cross it over so that it makes like a triangle. And I'm going to press it. This gives you the true bias. Open the triangle and measure either a 2-inch or a 2.5 inch from the fold line and mark it. I'm using a 2-inch for my binding. I'm going to find my 2 inches on my long ruler and take my Sharpie and just draw a line along the edge. Now I'm going to do the same thing all the way through. I'm going to do another 2 inches. Continue this all the way to the end. I have finished the 2-inch markings on the fabric. Now with the rotary cutter, I'm going to trim off the triangles. This is where the fold was. Lay it on the line. So I have these 2 extra pieces of triangles that are left over. With the right sides together, you're going to move the fabric over one line to offset the fabric. You can see this line here. It'll almost make a cross. You can see how it intersects. When you get it pinned, you will see it looks like a strange tube because it's really awkward. It's not a very round tube. You have an overlapping on one side and also on the other side. Now I'm going to take it to the sewing machine and sew a 1/4 inch seam all the way down. Once the seam has been pressed open, take your scissors and start cutting the line. A half a yard of fabric will make about 6 yards of binding. You can fold the binding using a bias maker. This is by Clover. You stick your fabric inside and kind of slide it through with your pin. It'll come out and both sides will be folded. And you want to take your iron, and as you're going, just slide it around and just pull it. This is one way, and then you can fold it over like this and put it on your piece that you're using. Or you can fold it in half and press all the way down. Either way, you've got your bias binding. Remember to like, comment, and subscribe to this channel. A day without sunshine is just an extra day for crafting.